Right now, as you can tell, it's really, really windy out here. They want to make sure that none of the embers blow up off the ground. And also, the ground is so dry. They're still working to get this cleaned up. If you look behind me, you can actually see the crews are still up there here at 1 o'clock. If you get distracted, you never know when you could lose your balance and fall over. Beards are all the rage these days. You see them in fashion ads and movies and all over TV. But a lot of guys can't grow a full beard. We just missed the side of this home and landed here right next to it, and we were told there wasn't anybody inside. Apparently this home is actually abandoned. That is until the storm was over, came out of his bathroom and saw his brand new skylight. Charles William is a man in transition.
I have slept on the streets.
He's been in and out of the Dallas shelters for nearly a decade.
I have slept under bridges.
8 years on the streets.
It's scary.
It's a constant struggle.
It's hard because, I mean, people do label homeless people.
But if you look beyond the cover,
there's a lot of intelligent and real creative people out here.
If you turn the pages,
and here I'm telling a story.
The dramatic structure of Charles Williams' story is still in its exposition.
Butterflies, for me, represent freedom.
The man is more than homeless.
So this will be my first painting of 2013.
He's a man with a creative mind.
It gets us in trouble sometimes, but we're good.
He puts that creativity to canvas at the Stew Pot Art Program in Dallas.
Because it does keep me peaceful in the mind. It's able to tell me what I can do. It shows me what I can do if I just sit there and do something on a canvas. I'm like, oh, I can do that. I can do this.
The program gives William the opportunity to hone his craft.
I'm trying to find my favorite brush.
It's not like he ever studied art.
Just, the normal, like 7th grade, 8th grade high school art classes.
He's starting to get noticed. But don't think that changes his outlook.
I don't like ooh and all myself. I mean, if someone else thinks it's great, perfect.
His humble demeanor makes him a good protagonist, doesn't it? It makes you wonder where this story is headed. But for now, William will be happy to just be recognized as something more than a label.
It's like a freight train coming down the street. That's what it sounded like.
And you can look out the basement windows and see nothing but debris flying and circling. And
this storm made a straight track northeast through dozens of homes, knocking out power and knocking down walls. Ken and Wendy Koval moved to Arlington 5 years ago from California. They'll tell you this was nothing like a
bunch of little black particles flying around like a.
It got darker and darker. And
like you dropped a brick on a barbecue.
Their house fared okay, but not their backyard or their backyard's neighbor.
Yeah, we're just trying to, the horses are scared. Part of the roof is gone right there. Came right through, the horses are scared. They have 5 dogs and they're putting them in horse trailers. You can go back there. That trailer was over there. And there's another trailer that was all the way over there, and it flew all the way across.
As more storms brewed, the Kovals were not so anxious to see it.
Hurry, it's coming, there's another wave.
Still, the Postal Service's motto, neither snow nor rain.
Yeah, but they didn't say tornadoes.
It's just one example of the resilience in this neighborhood. Just moments after the storm passed, everyone worked to get life back to normal.
Because it's really too hard for us to walk in the glass. Not a problem.
Neighbors helping neighbors. They'll work for weeks to repair the damage left behind. Despite the destruction, everyone we spoke to in the Oldfield Village neighborhood was thankful for what the storm did not take.
Devastating. I'm grateful, thank God that we're okay and we survived and it didn't do more damage, that we're good.
What do we need?
Randy Crooks has sold items for animals for decades.
Debit credit.
So he knows his stuff.
Right, just sign this for me.
That's why you won't get top-of-the-line flea and tick preventer at Russell Feed and Supply unless you ask for it. Now it's under the counter.
People that are going to buy it, they come up and buy it. The people that were looking to do other things with it, just check the price and leave.
At around $50 a box for brands like Advantage and Frontline.
Frontline, that's the brand name, the most expensive one.
When they were out in the open, they disappeared.
Once, twice a week, we'd find an empty box. They'd just remove the contents because they're very light and just set the box back on the shelf.
Still, many stores have them right out on the shelf. Report after report show now some stores are getting hit hard. Thieves have struck this PetSmart on Bryan Irvin in South Fort Worth 7 times in the past 2 months. Now, the managers wouldn't talk to us on camera, but according to police reports, some of those thefts were about $500 worth of flea and tick medication. Police say the stolen pet meds are ending up online on websites like Craigslist. We tried to contact the posters. We heard back first from Christy. That's what it says on here.
I just have one box of them.
But she says she's only selling one box, not a sign of stolen medication.
That's the only pet flea stuff I have.
Others looked more suspicious, offering medications for every size of dog, as cheap as $20. Another responded to our email but would not talk on the phone. When we tried to ask questions, no response. Police are investigating the recent thefts and tell us the only way to know you are not buying stolen goods is to buy from someone with a retail license.
Sir, thank you.
In Fort Worth, Doug Magditch, CW33 News. This is what it looks like to skydive, or at least as close as you can get without a parachute.
It's the only real flight experience that is the closest to your dreams of flying like a bird, I guess. Your body becomes the aircraft and you're the pilot.
iFly just opened in Frisco. It's a 14-foot wide, 48-foot tall wind tunnel with wind speeds up to 175 miles per hour.
The typical belly flyer, which is what first-time flyer is going to be, they're about 110 to 120 miles an hour.
Okay, that sounds pretty fast.
It is pretty fast.
Anyone over 3 years of age can do it, even a slightly nervous television reporter.
Now you're a little nervous? I'll take good care of you there.
There was a quick training class, so I didn't do anything to get myself hurt.
When you're in the skydive body position, you have your chin up nice and high. See how my hips have gone forward and my body's curved in that arch position? That's what you're looking for. That's going to help keep the wind balanced as it spills around your body and keep you in the center of the tunnel.
Then it was suit up and fall in. You don't go in there alone. Instructor Zach Sondrup kept me flying like I should, or at least he kept me from hurting myself. Not sure this is how it's supposed to go.
But I think it's greater perceived risk than actual risk, and we definitely take good care of you.
One thing they don't tell you about is how 110 miles per hour of wind blasting you in the face is going to make you drool. But I survived and really had a great time doing it.